All right. Let's see. Let's see. Are we getting sound this time? All right. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I figured out what it was. My Bluetooth headphone. I just realized it wasn't in the case, and it's in the next room. And I think that the sound was picking up on me speaking through the Bluetooth headphone. So y'all hearing the TV in there instead of hearing the sound of my voice. So the Bluetooth cancels out the microphone. And then when I turned off the Bluetooth, now y'all can hear me. Everything is glitching. It was because of the Bluetooth. If we good, we should be good now. Everything is glitching. Yeah. We good now. It's because of the connection to the Bluetooth in the next room. Okay. Anyways, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome to the channel. This channel focuses on spiritual growth and personal development. Sometimes the funky stuff comes out. That's stuff you need to know in order to thrive, flow, and grow. Keep in mind, this reading is going to be 100% general. I don't know you or your life. Take only what resonates and leave the rest for someone else who may need it. Okay? Everything you need as far as booking personal readings are going to be available in the description box. Now, I will say this. I will be posting tomorrow morning on whether or not I'm doing 24-hour readings. Tomorrow, I will be doing same-day readings, more than likely. But if anything changes, I won't post it. But just for those of you that are watching, just to let you know, if you want to book for that, I will make the post either tonight or tomorrow in the morning to let you know I'm doing same-day readings. So if you want a same-day reading, the day that you book, the day that you do your thing, just be sure to check in. Okay. I will be posting it on TikTok, and I will be posting it on YouTube so you can know. Also, if you're interested, Patreon is 35% off. I have posted 4 different readings over there, messages from the elements. So a message from an earth sign, a message from an air sign, a message from a fire sign, a message from a water sign. I did go in depth on those messages. So if you are interested in that, that is also posted on the community tab as well. If you want to join the Spice Club, which is 18 plus content, that is available there as well. You have a lot of options, a lot of access to different content that you will only find over there. So just to let you know, okay? I'm making it my business to post every week for the people that are over on Patreon. So if you want to join, you can, okay? And if you want to just see what the catalog is like, you can either click on the link or you can go to the community post and you'll be able to see the titles of everything. So you can see if you want whatever is being offered, okay? So, what up, Mari? What up, Manifest? What up, Zell? What up? Shanita, what's going on? Kels, what's up? Erica, what's up? Welcome in, y'all. So let's get into this message. And it's so funny how it took us 3 times to get it right as far as the message. And when I was getting ready to do this message, the emoji, the bubble emoji, which made me feel like it was a sense of protection, being like in a bubble where everything is being blocked out. And then I changed the second emoji each time. So the first one, it was a fire emoji. And then the second one, it was like the little hand like this emoji. Then this time it was like the air emoji, and the air emoji gave me push through, and then it was the evil eye emoji. So that could have been something that has something to do with it, because usually when I do an emoji, it's usually channeled. So just an FYI, okay? I think I'm gonna leave the emoji there. The only time I usually remove it is if it's not enough room for my title, and we can't have that. So let's get into the message. Keep in mind this reading is general. I don't know you or your life. I am a stranger on the internet. Please don't make me responsible for something resonating for you when it doesn't. Don't be mad at me or anybody else when something doesn't resonate or is not accurate for your life. Remember, these are strangers on the internet. Your spirit, your energy will tell you if something is for you. So have that spiritual discernment to be able to choose that. Or if you want to take it a step further and invest in your spiritual journey, book a personal reading with someone that you trust to make sure what you're getting is accurate. Very well, very well. All right, Holy Spirit, holy angels, the ancestors and guides of the highest white light, I ask that you protect me from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet, my aura and energetic field. As I do this message for the collective, I ask that you would show this message with divine clarity, wisdom, and guidance. Any affirmations, confirmations, anything that the collective may need to know, need to hear, excuse me, I ask that you would show those messages at this time. Holy Spirit, I pray that you would lead the right person to this message at the right time for the right reasons. I pray that you would give me the sight to see, the ears to hear, and the ability to sense what the collective needs to hear, what the collective needs to know at this time. May the highest vibration continue to find us at all times, as we are forever grateful for your messages, Holy Spirit, holy angels. So it be, and so it be. Y'all know we nosy, so let's see. At the bottom of this deck here, I have the Fool card, which is like new beginnings, taking a chance, taking a risk, having faith. And then right behind that is the Death card. These are both new beginning cards, which I find very interesting. All right. Let's see. Hey, Tiff. What do you have going on, Holy Spirit, for the collective when it comes to this spread? We have envy. I'm not surprised. I'm the same as everybody else with different challenges. There is a person that puts you on some type of pedestal. Okay, because he's on the precipice and then she's standing above the people like she's on a pedestal. There's a person who doesn't realize that their obsession with you is deep down inside the credit that they give to you for being more important in their life than actually focusing on themselves. What do you have, Holy Spirit? We have purpose in the reverse, and then we have balance. I feel like, you know how some people are like blinded by rage, blinded by their hatred, fear at the bottom of the deck, and then we have doubt here. Someone has been blinded by rage or blinded by their hatred of you, and I feel like the divine is getting ready to make something make sense for someone who has a problem with you. Okay, where my moderators at? We got goofballs in the comment section. What up, Dayani? Holy Spirit, holy angels, what do you have for the collective? I tell you, yeah, daughter spirit in the reverse. Somebody out here, I don't know if they think that they are like on a divine path, or they think that the divine will be listening to their prayers or something like that. But the divine is like, no. Yeah, happy family. This could be somebody in your family or someone that feels like they can do whatever they want to do, but they can pray to the divine and get what they want out of the divine. I don't know what the fuck this is, but somebody got the game twisted. Let's get some clarity. And thank you for the compliment, Mari, about the Patreon. Holy Spirit, what's going on in this energy? What's up, self-love? Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective? We got divine masculine in the reverse, which is karmic masculine energy, whether it's a man or a woman. We have concubine in the reverse. We have family. Excuse me. I feel like some energy carried over from your family. Like there's a spirit, an energy, an entity that it played out in your family, then it played out in your love life, and it may even be playing out with strangers or people that you don't know that well. Okay. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. What do you have? We have the feds, and then we have eviction. Yeah, somebody is getting kicked out of your energy. I told you, somebody been praying, asking the divine for help, but with the twin flame in the reverse, if those of you who follow me, you know this twin flame card in this deck represents alignment. With it being in the reverse, something is out of alignment. Tell me more. Divine favor. Yeah, that's my divine baby card. Can I get one more? And new possibility. I feel like the divine is about to let somebody know that thought that they had this, like the person that claimed to know God better than you. This the person that claims to know the divine better than you, or the divine is on my side. They get to be evil, destructive, hateful, but they still think the divine will answer their prayers. With the thief card in the reverse and the social media card with the greed card in reverse, reverse and the love spell. This is somebody that believes that they can get what they want, especially from the divine. Wow. The audacity, hey? But the divine is getting ready to make something very clear to somebody. For some of y'all, the divine could have been telling you to be quiet, don't address something, don't say something to somebody. And this could be someone that was attacking you in your family. These could be haters in your family, but I feel like these are haters all around. But whatever the case may be with the feds, somebody could be getting ready to get put out. They could have the police knocking on their door. But it's because they were fucking with you. Tell me about the family. Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's been doing something for a while. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is family. Seven of Cups. Tell me more. I'm hearing shutting shit down. The divine is shutting stuff down. We have the Sun card, which is like exposure, illumination, is how I'm seeing it in this deck. Tell me about family. The Death card and the Hermit. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. I gotta see something. For some of y'all, the divine has like, you've been isolated away from your family. And as you've been moved away from your family, the divine has revealed certain things to you in order for you to like really be done with a certain cycle when it comes to your family. Maybe this is about the root cause of something, the purpose that something had. It's kind of like you're getting like the input, the tea. And it's so funny I said the tea, and here she is bringing like drinks and stuff with the servant. Tell me more about this energy so I can understand, Holy Spirit. What is this energy out here? I'm hearing that the Wiz Can't You Feel the Brand New Day song. Sweetheart, this is about you, whether you're a man or a woman. I see that as the divine feminine energy. Then we have wedding. Falseness. Merchant. Ooh, this is confusing. Holy Spirit, what is this? Scholar. Okay. Waiting in the reverse and frivolity, which is playful energy. You know what this feels like? It feels like for a long time, a group of people have gotten away with talking shit. They've been very envious of you. You didn't really do anything to them with the purpose card in reverse. It's like the divine is vindicating you through the mouths, the wagging tongues, the pointing fingers of people around you, especially in your family. Some of y'all, you have been away from your family long enough for them to shut up about you, but they won't. And so the divine is kind of like, because I'm like, why is the Sun card here with the Hermit? The divine has pulled you back and isolated you from a group of people that were envious of you, had a lot to say about you, but it's about your blessings, or it's about to be you're getting blessed in front of the same people that knew you. But with the falseness out here, it makes me feel like someone was being fake. Or they were hiding behind something, because falseness could be sneaky, hiding behind something with the scholar out here. But whatever is getting ready to happen to you, I'm getting, for some of y'all, your family is going to watch you be successful. They're going to watch you have plenty of money. They're going to watch you get married. And this is definitely for somebody that you know, somebody in your family, or groups of people in your family, multiple people in your family kind of have it out for you. They've been having it out for you since you were a kid. These could be like older siblings, people that, you know what I'm saying, don't want to like really deal with, they don't really want to deal with the light that you carry with the Sun card. And so the divine has hidden you. They have they've The divine has hidden your energy or your power. They've allowed people to look at you like you are not that powerful. Hey, Lo. What up, Michelle? Hmm. Tell me about falseness. Servant. Hmm. These are people with the servant that have made it like they're on your team or on your side, but they're not. Child. Didn't I say since you was a child? Since you was a kid, you have been facing attacks, but it started from your family. Tell me about this concubine energy. Six of Swords. Concubine is, every time I hear the word concubine, every time I think about it, it's about someone using you for a specific purpose that doesn't necessarily serve you. It doesn't have to be in a literal sense of romance, but whatever this was, basically using you as the scapegoat, the jump off, the butt of the joke. It's been cleared out of your energy. Six of Swords. And with this Six of Pentacles in the Tower, the divine is now bringing down the rain that other people have brought down upon you unprovoked. But the thing that was provoking them was your light, was your energy, your spiritual strength, and your guidance. The things that people couldn't see with their physical eye, their spirit was telling them and communicating with them about you. And so now the divine is like, I can only give you what you put out to your family or to these people that have known you. And what they've put out is terror, disaster, and destruction. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's coming back around. Tell me about the karmic masculine energy out here. Emperor. Interesting. Justice. Nine of Swords, Five of Swords. Tell me more about this Emperor. I'm hearing control a narrative. Four of Wands. The Devil. Two of Swords. The Lovers. King of Cups. Okay. For some of y'all, there has been a energy, whether this is a man or a woman. There has been a person that it's like the interfering energy has not been wanting you to connect with this individual. There has been a lot of distractions, but the distractions have been envy. This Emperor is coming out with the Four of Wands, which is like a relationship that is destined to happen. But at the bottom of my deck is the Devil. At the back of the deck, supporting the energy is Justice. It's giving that an energy had to play out. Whether you know this person or not, tell me more before I say that. Gift. There's somebody that's meant to be in your life, but these like energies have been causing, like they're showing me, like, you ever been outside in the summertime and no matter what you do, it's just bees and flies just keep trying to like be in your face and in your ear and shit. That's what they're showing me. Or like, let's say you're a pot of honey and nothing but bees are coming. Or like, you ever been to like a family reunion or a picnic outside, and then like it's late September or something, and all the food on the table is like bees hovering around, flies hovering around the food or something like that. There's been an energy that's been trying to stop somebody from coming together. Some of y'all, this is like hate speech from an older woman in your family, or someone that like has had it out for you for a while. Tell me about the Emperor. We got cheerfulness in the reverse. It's like you've been kept apart from somebody. What's the Four of Wands? But it's kind of okay. I'm hearing the word late bloomer, and this reading, the channeling is just taking time because I'm trying to make sure that I'm not all over the place with this energy. there has been a delay with the connection that was meant to come in, or a connection that was meant to be, because you had a lot of things that were coming from A, your bloodline, B, your family, or entities that were working through people that you've known since you were a kid. And it feels like these energies have ran rampant all throughout your life, all throughout your connections. It doesn't matter who you ran into. It could have been a friend, a coworker, a family member, a neighbor, a stranger. They were all embodying this dark ass energy. But now the divine is saying, with the Six of Swords and concubine, you are no longer tied to that energy. And this energy wants to come back in. But there's a person who wasn't able to get through or get on your timeline. I don't know if they're coming now, but it feels like with this divine masculine in the reverse, there, for some of y'all, this can even be a person that you know, but you were convinced to believe that somebody was not for you. I don't feel like this is somebody who tore you down or anything like that. So if you only resonate with coming across people that weren't good to you, then that part is not for you. You could not even know this person. But for some of y'all, with the Emperor and the Four of Wands, that's a connection that is meant to be. That is a person that has what they need in order to connect in a healthy way with somebody, especially when they're coming out as the gift. This is something that belongs to you. When I clarify the family over here, we have sweetheart with the wedding. And the lover in this deck is the lover that goes with the sweetheart. Tell me about this Four of Wands. Journey, yes. It's like you've been going on your own journey, and there's been somebody that's meant to be connected to you. Some of y'all could even resonate with not having a divine masculine or divine feminine. The divine masculine is in the reverse. So for some of y'all, you believe that there is not a partner out there for you, or you haven't found anybody that makes you feel like they're divinely guided to you. But I'm telling you, a lot of your gifts, your love, the person that's meant to be in your life, that shit has been blocked due to distractions, turmoil, and bullshit from other people, even your family. I'm getting something is deep rooted. They're showing me like the seed being pushed underneath the ground, and then the roots trying to sprout up, but the roots aren't able to really like come in. What's the Six of Swords? The old woman. I told y'all, some of y'all, it's an older motherfucking woman in this energy. And this person has an attachment. They do. It's a woman out here that has some attachment. It could even been a woman in your... I don't know what the fuck that noise was. I don't know what the fuck that noise was, but it just threw me off. For some of y'all, this is a witch-like energy. This is somebody who has a nasty spirit. I'm even hearing the word vile. Wife in the reverse. Someone could have definitely made like a little deal. And you know what I'm talking about, a deal. But this could have been further past in your bloodline. Thief and sorrow. I don't know. Holy Spirit, can I get some more on this energy? Whatever it is, it's real slick. And it's been praying against your love life. King of Cups. There has been a person that has been battling you in the spirit, whether you know about them or not, see them or not, or there has been an entity that has been introduced to your bloodline that has been battling you for a long time. And it's look at this damn battle. You see this creature, and he on the other side, and the creature on the other side. They look like they're in a battle, and it's like, who gonna fall in the grave first? What's up, Bree? Tell me more about this old woman, this foe energy with this King of Cups. Eight of Wands. Five of Wands. There's been an attack on your love life. Yeah, full card with the Ten of Swords. It's like every time you get into a connection, Ten of Swords. Every time you connect to somebody, It has to end. Every time you get cool with somebody, here comes a block with the seven of wands. You see how this, I didn't show y'all this energy like several times. Do you see how this energy keeps coming out? And you see that person sticking their tongue out at it? I'm telling you. And it's reminded me of the lady that was on the airplane, and she was like, I'm telling you right now, that mother is not real. Like, whatever this is, it's been trying to block, and dare I say, it's been successfully blocking something, but not without purpose though. Because even with the purpose card in the reverse, excuse me, this energy, it's kind of like they knew you were going to be the person with this divinely favored card and new possibility. They knew you were going to be the person to break the mold, and this is why it's been hitting you harder. Like, it's been hitting you harder because you're the person that's not going to be content with toxicity and bad relationships. You're the person that's breaking the mold on the toxicity. So where most people in the bloodline would have agreed to an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship, where most people would have never left, and not trying to trigger anybody, most people would have never left bad marriages, and most people would have never gotten a divorce. Most people would have never gotten away from a DV situation. But you've been doing that. Each of you have been doing your own things to tell the divine and this entity, I am not agreeing with the way that you love me. I am not agreeing with that as my story of what I want for my life. And you don't realize the more that you kick toxic people out of your energy, the more you decide, I'm not fucking with that shit. The more you go on this full card energy with the 10 of swords, you've been making this entity angry with you. Because they're like, why the fuck won't you settle for what I'm like? I'm getting like Disney villain. What's his name? Jafar from Aladdin. When he was trying to get Aladdin away from her, and he was trying to like get her father to marry him instead of her, there has been an entity that wants you to take them as your lawfully wedded husband or wife in the spirit. And they have been working through people that have been sent to destroy you, to get you to ruin yourself by connecting with them. That's why this energy is taking so long for me to channel it, because it's been a slick ass energy that's been slithering through. You see this big ass snake? And you see this man reaching out to her, and this is the 9 of Cups, which means the way that I'm reading this, it will bring this man satisfaction to get feminine energy from this feminine energy. You could be a man and you could be that woman in the water needing the help, thinking that someone is being sent into your life to be helpful to you, when really they have a snake entity or energy. Envy is the Leviathan spirit. The flies that I was talking about is the Beelzebub D word. Y'all know I don't like saying that word, and I'm not going to call their names anymore. But let me let you know, do your research. That's what this feels like. Usually the 9 of Cups is a happy, satisfactory card. But the way that I'm reading this energy is that there have been people that have been reaching out to your energy in hopes that they can distract you from where you're meant to go in your life through your heart space. And with the door to spirit, that makes me feel like their spirit has been very unclean. That makes me feel like their energy has always caused problems. You would know that because you've been going through the problems. But I feel like the purpose of this reading now is that with the purpose being in the reverse, right? And we got balance. You have had so much piled up against you and so many different energies with the 10 of swords. That's 1 energy, 2 energy, 3 energy. You feel what I'm saying? You've been through so many phases of bullshit. They're tapping out now. The divine is stepping in now. And they're being locked up. They're being caught up. Because you've stepped into another level. You've shifted in your energy. New possibility. See how it says impossible, impossible, impossible. And that's reminding me of the little Cinderella. Impossible. This impossible energy. You'll never get what you wanted. In the Cinderella story, because I told you, it was something about Disney movies. Disney villains. And you notice also now that I'm peeping it, Cinderella didn't really have like a magical enemy. Most of the Disney princesses, they had like a witch, they had like a someone working with magic, but they always had one thing in common, which was envy and jealousy. Someone was always ridden with some type of envy and jealousy, like whether you're a man or a woman. Cinderella was held back by her family, but they weren't her true family. They were step people that was connected to her father, which goes back to the conversation when I said somebody in the bloodline could have locked in with somebody that they shouldn't have locked in with. They made a deal because marriage is a contract. It's a lock-in energy. It's not called a deal, but it's kind of a deal. You seal the deal when you marry somebody. Somebody in the bloodline, this entity was after your people for a while. And they got to somebody, and that energy has been flowing through. And the person that is deciding to opt out of that timeline, they get attacked the most. What up, Julie? Welcome in. What's up, rich girl? That's what this is. But you have been like getting rid of the toxicity. You have been doing the work on yourself. And what has been impossible for many people, some people in your bloodline have settled the fact that they're never going to get to a positive energy in their life. They're never going to get to where they want to be. This is what they are telling themselves because this entity has been fighting them this fucking hard. Okay? And a lot of people be thinking, right, that, oh, it's a person that's doing this or whatever. It's an entity that's been moving. If a person has a jealousy or envious spirit, all it takes for them to have some type of low vibration or hateful energy for them to send you negative energy because they're operating on that frequency. Therefore, any entities or energies that can get close to you through people, this is how people get attached with that energy. And now they're attacking you, but it looks like the person is doing it, but the energy maneuvering through them is what's doing it. That's why even in the Bible it says we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with spiritual principalities. That's what this has been. Some of y'all, it is abnormal how many traumatic experiences that you've had with lovers. It's abnormal how many family members that have been sent out to destroy you, even when they don't know that they're being used by an entity or an energy. And with the fear card, because you are upgrading from this nasty ass energy, these energies are afraid of what's going to happen to them. If I have no one to feed on, what's going to happen to me? We're seeing it in the world today. If I have no groceries, if I have no money for food, what's going to happen to me? That's the same way entities work. This is why the divine is saying, even on that level, stop tapping into fear because it lowers your vibration and it makes you do things because you're scared. People have been operating out of a negative frequency or energy, and it's been going on for some of y'all in your bloodline because you were the one that had the courage to put on the armor and fight back. And that could look like you choosing with that Fool card energy, you choosing to believe that there is something better than this. You choosing to believe that I don't have to settle for this. I don't have to take that. You choosing worthiness instead of lack. You don't even realize the effect that you are having day by day with the choices that you make to raise to a higher occasion. And this envious entity energy out here, it has been trying to isolate you. It's like, if I could make you the scapegoat, then that will be good enough to defeat you because everybody's turned against you. You don't have nobody. If I can isolate you, then I can work on your mind because there's no one there to really support you and build you back up. If I can send in negative energies and energies, betrayal after betrayal after betrayal, lovers that don't want to support you, people that pull the rug from up under you, I can break you. But when they fast forward today, meanwhile in the city of Townsville where you live, they haven't been successful at breaking you. And with this energy out here with the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Cups, they're reaching for you. But look what's happening now. The Star card is here. This is the same woman that looks like she's here reaching for help from somebody, thinking that this person is helping them. The divine, now she's in the card by herself. This is the star card. And look what she's reaching out to now. Now that she's learned her lesson, she's reaching out to the heavens. Now this energy, Two of Pentacles, they are scrambling because they're like, the collective is not feeding into my energy anymore. The collective's not giving me what I want. They're not responding. They're not letting me know that I'm bothering them. They're not dating anyone. They're celibate now. They won't sleep with anybody, so I can get within them. They won't date anybody. They won't. They're actually taking this hermit energy and turning it into power. They're taking their alone time and they're doing their meditations and they're showing up for their prayers and they're protecting themselves. I have no entryway, so what's going to happen to me now? This is also why the divine is saying stop believing that you are not powerful, because literally down to the choices that you make to not engage with negative energy is your saving grace. You are smart enough not to fall for the bullshit, but you don't realize you're doing it. You don't realize every day that you wake up and choose high vibration is what's beating this energy. Every day that you wake up and choose not to engage with someone that isn't for you is how you're beating this energy. Tell me about the eviction energy. Make sure y'all double tap that screen if you're watching the live to like the video. It does help get the message out there to those who may need it. If you're watching the playback, smash that like button if you feel like this resonates with you. Thank you. What's this eviction energy? Knight of Pentacles. It's like as people had plans for you, the divine has plans for them. Eight of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. Three of Cups. I'm telling you, there's something about the divine making sure that when you get to where you're going, people are going to watch you celebrate. They are going to watch you win. They're going to watch. And yeah, you might be the type of person, I don't want nobody looking at me and I don't want nobody in my business. The divine is like, that ain't even about you. What I'm telling you ain't even about you, okay? It's not even about what you want people to see, because you didn't want people attacking you, but it happened because the divine had to allow people to build their own case. You attack this person, now watch me flip that shit. You kept coming in. It's like we talked about it before, y'all, a couple days ago. The reading was called You Are a Mirror. Okay? When most people that attack you with this, and you will know that they have an attachment because they won't stop. They can't stop. They can't seem to control themselves. Usually karmic energies, they can't control themselves. They become obsessed when you're not giving them response. When you are giving them a response, it's fun to them. It's exhilarating to them. Like they think that they're gaining something from it. When you're encountering energies like that, most of the time, the people that are having these energies ride them, they don't know that the energy is riding them. They think it's just their own energy. They don't believe that the envy and the jealousy is really, it has lowered their vibration to a point where they have become a portal, because a mirror is also a portal. It has let them be susceptible to an energy attaching itself to them. They don't even know that they're being ridden. They don't know that they are a host. They don't know that. But when the karma comes in, when the tables turn, when the energy flips, they find themselves fearful. They're afraid. They're scared. Why? Because something feels off. What feels off? They can't feed off of this energy like they used to, because you've elevated to a certain space where people can't get close to you now. The energy doesn't match. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. We have the House. Someone is getting evicted or put out. Now, this could be a spiritual house. This could be a spiritual, I don't know why I'm hearing the formation. The word formation is here. Yeah, despair is in the reverse. Someone is getting moved away from you, or you're going to be moved away from someone. What's the Eight of Cups? The Lover. Messenger in the reverse. Excuse me. Frivolity and faithfulness in the reverse. It feels like you're getting ready to come in contact with somebody that's going to make something. It's like either this is your physical home or your spiritual. And I spoke about this before too. And it was probably on the old YouTube channel, but I said, and I remember the thumbnail and everything. Your spiritual house is moving. Where you used to dwell, it's like the entities that were able to get to you, they won't know where you live. I feel like this is what's in the works. You're getting removed from something. It's like something is getting evicted out of your energy due to you moving. I don't feel like this is you being put out. But for some of y'all, if you have been put out or struggling with some type of homelessness, I feel like the divine is leading you to a place that you will love. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. Five of Swords. This man is getting arrested in this card. You see him? This person here thinks they're getting away with something, but the lion sees them. Knight of Pentacles represents a delay. Tell me about this Five of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. Make sure it's 73 people up in here. Make sure y'all double tap that screen to like the video. Appreciate you, babes. Nine of Cups. I just explained the Nine of Cups to y'all. Five of Swords. There's an energy out here who thinks they're getting away with what they're doing. It's giving an energy of throwing their rocks and hiding their hands. Someone is playing innocent out here. But the divine saw everything. They're playing like they're a good person. They're playing like they don't know what's happening. They don't know why you're behaving that way. There's a reactive abuse out here. Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Empress with the Moon. I'm telling you, somebody is acting like they're... And do you know what? In this deck, the Empress inverted, it represents envy. We have envy on the board. The Moon card represents illusions, secrets, those types of things. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. Rome. Melancholy in the reverse. One more. Widower. It's given that someone's focus on you is going to cause a loss for them. Some of them, it's it's whatever matters to them. So if money matters to them, there's a loss in that area. If love matters to them, they're losing a lover. If life matters to them, it's almost like the divine is answering someone's worst fear. They're going to get a clear sign that whatever they've been doing is no longer allowed. When you get an eviction, they put a sign on your door and they change the locks so that your key no longer works. When you get put out, when restaurants and businesses get put out, the city puts a sign on the door saying that there is no entry. Something is about to be very clear to some enemies out here. very clear that they must walk away from something. And it's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to be a shock to them. Tell me about this Eight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. And it's like, as the drama is going on, it's like the divine is going to give someone drama for their drama. Okay. Uh, and that's reminding me, no, that's drama. You didn't pick that shit up from your mama. Right? Um, Someone's going to get drama for their drama. But you are going to get to move on. And I feel like with the Eight of Cups, there's an emotional healing that's going to happen when you walk away from something, or when something is finally released out of your energy. And with the Messenger card in the reverse, this is something that you won't be getting notice of. It's just going to come in. We got the Ace of Pentacles clarifying this energy. Three of Wands with the Judgment. I'm telling you, there's a new space, a new place that you're going to, Queen of Cups, and it's divinely orchestrated. It's like the divine is getting you out the way and taking care of the bullshit, handling the lightweight behind the scenes. Tell me about the feds. It's like, even though these humans don't know that there have been entities riding their back and operating through them, in the physical though, they're going to be locked up, and they're going to realize that they were being used by energy. Excuse me. What's the feds? Chariot in the reverse. And the Chariot usually represents the police. It's in the reverse. I'm telling you, you don't have to fucking believe shit I say. But you will get a confirmation of this message if it's for you. You'll see it in the collective. You'll see it in your real life. You'll start seeing signs. Some of y'all are going to see like villain movies or villains. You're going to get some type of epiphany. These energies that have been working against people that are divine, I'm hearing hell has no fury. They're being stopped. Because at this point, they're interfering with the divine calling of some people. They're interfering with divine connections that are meant to come together. Because the people, the divine people, have elevated their consciousness, elevated their mind, removing things from their space that doesn't work and entering. It's like the divine is bulldozing through the things that were a blockage to you making it to your level of success. But for the people that have been the blockages, the barricades, that have been using their energy to come against people who actually have a mission, a purpose, and a calling, the divine is about to slow their ass all the way down. They're coming to a complete stop. Chariot in the reverse with the feds. And for some of them, unfortunately, in the physical reality, this is what's showing up for them. Some of them in the spiritual reality, especially spiritual crimes. You know what I'm talking about, hexes, curses, black magic, all that nasty, dirty shit. That shit is getting caught up to. All of it. The word, I cannot make it up, y'all. I want to keep, I'm trying to revert, because you know everybody changing their policies and privacy, and there's only so much you can say. But this is happening on this type of scale. Because there's more people than why do you think they keep putting it in the movies? Why is every Disney movie magical? What do you think that is? And I'm going to leave that there. Instead of using their energy in a positive way, there has been a lot of energies that have been using their energy to block people that are actually trying to do good, do the right thing, raise their vibration. And because of that, there are people that refuse to change. They refuse to get out of the way. They refuse to show up in a different way, or just simply mind their motherfucking business. The divine, like, I'm about to give you something. I'm going to do you something. I'm going to do you something. Don't worry about nothing. Three of Pentacles. I'm going to do you something. What you got with this energy out here with the Chariot? Merchant and constancy. What did I say? Constancy, doing the same thing over and over. Finding places to put your negative energy. These bags are negative energies that people are carrying around on them. They don't even realize the baggage is there. Prison. What's the world? Young woman in the reverse. What I say, these are people that act like they don't do shit, act like they are innocent, and they are not. These are people that know better. With the young woman in the reverse, they know better. Thief. They use their energy to interfere with other people's life, their path, their frequency. They're getting caught up. Tell me about the favored. I'm hearing you are the reckoning. For some of y'all, you are the called one. You are the person that's being called. You are the person that's being called. I'm also getting that scapegoat energy, that painting you as the bad person. Even going back to Aladdin. Aladdin was, what was he accused of? He knew that he was a thief, but he was stealing because he needed to eat, right? But there was something that I think Jafar was trying to lie to Princess Jasmine about when it came to Aladdin. I can't think of what it was. But he was like, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not twisting up the story, he was like, I definitely didn't do that, though. I don't know. It's something about somebody blaming somebody for something, or saying that something that they did is really something that they did. It says he wasn't a prince like he told her. That he was a fraud, wasn't a real prince. But Aladdin wasn't a real prince. He wasn't. That was the truth. But then, okay, so was he trying to, was he trying to bring down Jasmine, to separate Jasmine from Aladdin with the truth? Was he trying to hurt her with the truth? Maybe I got the story twisted up. There you go. There you go. It was something about, it wasn't necessary that he was a thief or something like that. It was something that he was trying to paint about Aladdin to Jasmine to make her feel like he wasn't suitable. Long story short, because they keep bringing Aladdin to me, and that's going back to when I said, excuse me, Jasmine and Aladdin were obviously meant to meet each other. They were meant to be with each other because Jasmine did something she normally wouldn't do, which is put on street clothes and go outside. She was never meant to go outside. She was always kept in isolation. We started off with that energy when we were clarifying the family. She ends up meeting Aladdin. Aladdin is smitten with her. He finds the lamp, because he was sent to go get the lamp. He finds the lamp. He's granted 3 wishes, but his feelings for Jasmine were real. They were never fake. He felt like he had to impress her in order to get her attention. That was the lie. That he was a facade. He was facading how, okay? He was pretending to be a certain way in order to get her attention. It didn't mean that they weren't meant to be together. It just meant the way that he was trying to pursue her was the falsehood. But from, if I'm remembering it correctly, Jafar was trying to tell Jasmine that he wasn't what he seemed, and he was telling the truth that Aladdin wasn't what he seemed, because he was putting up a facade to impress her. But he was also trying to make it like Aladdin wasn't for Jasmine, and he was. He just was in his authentic way instead of in a facade way that he was presenting himself. Do I got it right? And so what Jafar was trying to do, he wasn't even what she was supposed to be with either. And that's why I said, it's somebody trying to like call out the fraud in you, or say that you're something that you're not. But they are the very person that is the thief, the fraud, the person that is really the lie. that shouldn't be mixed in at all. This is what I'm getting from this story, because they keep bringing it back to me. I'm like, what the fuck do Aladdin got to do with anything? Okay. What? You get it. What up, Christina? Mm-hmm. Aladdin, what he couldn't take away from Aladdin was that his heart was pure. And no matter how much he sent him on a rogue mission to get him killed, and he survived. Then Aladdin, the very thing that Jafar wanted, leveled up Aladdin. So that envy was there. It's like, not only did I send you on a mission where I just knew that it was going to meet your demise, but you have the nerve to make it and fight me with what I sent you for. Then you trying to steal Jasmine, which was still the position that I want. It's like somebody had plots and they had plans, but they're being blocked. They're being blocked. Okay, excuse me, I'm overcoming a cold, but the energy is someone is being blocked. Their plans have backfired, and the divine is making it very clear. Exactly. Jafar wanted control over the genie. He wanted control over the sultan. He wanted control over Jasmine. Nothing was ever enough. And remember, I said, going back to what I said before about the karmic energies. Karmic energies are obsessed with power. And they won't stop. They stop at nothing until their demise. That's the only thing that stops them. And I feel like, again, the divine is making it very clear that they're being stopped. Tell me about the favored energy. I don't know what you're talking about, Christina. What's the favorite? King of Pentacles. Clarifying the divine baby card is the King of Pentacles. Stability. For whoever this message is for, you are meant to be wealthy. You are meant to be stable. He only had the power. He only had the. You said that stick. Look at that stick right there. He only had the power because of the magic that he was dibbling in. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Ace of Cups. The love that you are meant to have, the stability that you are meant to have, the very reason for some of y'all, and going back to Zale's comment, he said Aladdin just wanted to live a humble life. Aladdin was humble and he only wanted peace. He just was hungry than a motherfucker. He wasn't really trying to steal nothing from nobody. Now, he was known to be a thief. You got to not get caught in order to survive. He didn't have the money, but he didn't want anything in spectacular. He didn't want anything spectacular in return. He just wanted to eat. And with this energy out here, to me, that represents the humbleness. It represents the humility that a person had, but also in two mindsets of the light and the shadow. I have to do what I have to do in order to survive. And I feel like for a lot of y'all, you spent majority of your life surviving, but that was never truly your portion. You were always meant to be abundant, overflowing with energy. But the divine, you have went through some things based off of an energy that I feel like is obsessed with you, who has been obsessed with you. But it's, again, you're going to win in their face. And these very people that you're going to win in front of their face, they're going to be hiding their face. They're going to be hiding. Yeah, justice is coming with the Nine of Wands. Everything that you've been through, it's about to be like clarified as a success for you. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. We have the misfortune. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. We have sorrows in the reverse. It's like the divine tore everything down. A life that you could have had, they tore that shit down because it wasn't meant for you. You were never meant, like the people that rejected you, you were never meant to impress them. You were never meant to change their mind. You were never meant to fit in with them. None of that shit. Yep, fortune in the reverse. It's like the divine did that to make sure that you wouldn't mingle, tell your business. Yeah, surprise. I'm telling you, the way that the divine is setting up your life is going to shock you and everybody else. on why things took the turn that the way they did. It's kind of like a where have you been energy. And when you pop up, you're going to look nothing like what you used to be. Tell me about this Ace of Cups energy, Holy Spirit, for the collective. Reunion. I'm telling you. And some of y'all, you're going to show up on the scene with a person that loves you. You're gonna win in this new season, but it's gonna be with a person that loves you, that cares about you, joyfulness, people that support you, new family. And it's like, it's gonna make sense to you why you experience so much hatred, because people knew that if you received what was satisfactory to you, you can thrive in that energy. And the divine is like, you're going to not only get that, but it's going to be put in people's faces to let them know that they have been defeated. Five of Swords. To let them know that the energy that, because there were energies or people that were being used by entities to make you feel like whatever high vibration you were on, whatever energy you were putting your efforts into, that's a waste of time. It's not gonna work out for you. That ain't gonna be for you. We can take that power away from you. We can make you miserable. We can make you sad. None of that is gonna work. All that meditating you doing, that doesn't matter. All that praying you doing, God ain't listening. All of that energy and effort you taking to keep to yourself and really search within yourself, nobody really cares about that. But the divine is about to show them what that type of lifestyle gets you. At first, on the flip side, it looked like it wasn't going anywhere because you didn't have the tangible evidence. You didn't have the finances. You didn't have the support groups. You didn't have the lover. You didn't have the attention. You didn't have the audience. But now, the way that the divine is getting ready to level you up, it's about to be confusing. What's the Ace of Cups? Come on now, friend. In the reverse, and there are people that are wanting or will want to reconcile with you. And the divine said no. Because they don't want anybody on your path that is meant to be restricted from you. Tell me about this new possibility before we close it out, Holy Spirit. Page of Wands. Tell me about this new possibility, Holy Spirit. Page of Cups. There are new beginnings that are coming in, new exciting beginnings. Knight of Cups, and it's about to shock you. Like, this balance is about to shock you. And for some of y'all, you're not used to things going so good for you that it's going to send you in this Nine of Swords nervous energy. Like, now who sent you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, Two of Cups. You're about to get success. You're about to get things happening for you that you didn't even think they were on the table to happen to you. I'm even picking up for some of y'all, you've watched people have beautiful life experiences that you've never had before. It's your time to have that now. Tell me about this Page of Wands. Waiting. Page of Wands. Enemy in the reverse. I'm telling you, this whatever you've been going through, whatever your life has been all the way up until now, is worth the wait. Yes, because there's hope here. There is a new beginning here. And the divine is saying, keep your thoughts positive. There's a new beginning that's coming. It's like the divine is getting ready to wow you with something that you didn't think you qualified for. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Money. Some of y'all, this is a communication of financial stability. You see all that money sitting on the table? Consolation. You see the angel dropping off abundance? The angel is dropping off some money and a gift. The divine is going to repay you for everything that you went through, and it's going to show up for some of y'all as a marriage. It's going to show up for others of y'all as justice, by locking up the enemies that have been working against you, that have been able to free range. It's going to show up as a faithful partner, faithful people, or your faithfulness, you sticking to the divine is going to pay off for you in the long haul. It's getting ready to. This energy is just letting you know that whatever has come against you, it's being removed from your timeline. It's being removed. The people that have been reigning and feeling supreme, feeling like they can get away with anything, the divine is putting them on notice. Okay? The divine is putting enemies, people that work against divine children, people that work against divine beings, they're putting them on notice. Okay? Make sure you smash that like button if you're watching the playback. If you're watching the live, double tap the screen. It does help get the message out there to those who may need it. What's their final message, Holy Spirit? What do they need to take with them as they go? So we close out this message. Holy Spirit, please and thank you. We got higher power here and now. The divine is like, baby, blessed at the bottom of the deck. These are blessings that this is grace you couldn't ask for. These are things that are coming that don't have anything to do with your performance. It's everything to do with what the divine is choosing to do for you. Higher power, continue to have your connection with the divine and stay in the present moment. This is where your power lies. Your prayer, your connection, your love, your support, how you show up, what you dedicate your mindset to, what do you focus on? I'm telling you, even if you think it's small, there's a gratitude meditation every day. Everything that you are doing with the intention of being in high vibration is combating this energy. And it's stronger than it has ever been because you're more consistent than you've ever been. You're showing up more than you've ever been. You're choosing to change your mindset. We've been talking about the mindset for a while. And thankfully, some of y'all have been actually doing it. You get a negative thought, you instantly tear that down and meet it with a positive thought. You get an urge to go in this direction, you instantly pull back. Things that you want to do that tempt you, and the divine says no, you decide to distance yourself from it. Your obedience, your follow through, your dedication to your betterment is paying off. This is why these energies are being removed. They're being locked up. They're being moved out of the way. If not, there will be like a flood that's coming through the land. And this don't have to be in a physical way, but in a spiritual way. Y'all know everything that happens on the spiritual, it got to happen first before it comes to the physical. There's a sweep that the divine is doing because the divine is even tired of people getting in the way of the plan. The judgment already has been called. King of Swords, the sword is down. That means no more talking. These greedy individuals, Four of Pentacles, they keep coming after individuals that have a heart for the divine, that have a love for the divine, that's supposed to be in the front, that are supposed to be changing the planet or however it goes. There will be no more delays, and there will be no one that can keep coming in between what the divine has blessed. Period. That's the message. Can I get one more? Can I get one more? To the sea. The divine is like, notice how the divine is not telling you to do shit, but what you doing. Go with the flow. Every time I keep thinking that the divine gonna tell you to do something, look at the bottom of the deck, milk and honey. Deep knowing. This is all intuitive information. This is all spiritual information. Every time I keep digging to see if the divine is going to give us instructions on what to do, splitting the deck, happy, be playful, rest, be in the present moment, go with the flow, talk to the divine, keep your relationship connected. This is all that the divine is asking for you, because for some of y'all, we talked about it on TikTok yesterday, you keep looking for things to do to prove that you're on track when sometimes you need to sit back. Because everything that you've done thus far has already shown the divine that you're willing to show up. So let the divine do the rest. Let the divine help you. Let the divine co-create with you. Let the divine do the part they've agreed to do on behalf of you. Okay? I'm going to get some of these moon cards. I keep trying to leave y'all, but every time I try to, they show me another deck in my mind. In my mind. ooh, ooh. All right. Bottom of the deck, you are good enough. No one has successfully taken away your value. No one has successfully taken away your worthiness. It's the simple fact that you realize that and you start pouring into yourself what other people thought they were taking from you. This is what makes you powerful. Can I get some advice? What do they need to hear? What do they need to know? Holy Spirit, before we close this message out today, we have the answers you need are coming. And I just showed y'all this motherfucking card and it came out again. You are good enough. And you don't realize the blockages that you thought. Let me say this too. For everybody on this live who thinks that an evil eye or a black magic or a negative, nasty energy has successfully stopped you, it hasn't. What this reading is telling you is that the moment you decided it ends by raising your vibration, that is what the change has been to create this new level that you've been looking for. The moment you decided I'm no longer going to see myself as unworthy, that breaks the mold. The moment you decide I'm not going to settle for less than what I deserve, I'm not going to entertain toxic relationships, I'm not going to give my energy to places that don't deserve me. If I have to be in the season of hermit isolation, if it means resetting my energy, even if it hurts, I'm willing to do it because I know what my guidance is, because I have a relationship with the higher power. That has been your saving grace. Now there are answers that are coming because you now believe what the divine has already known about you, that you are good enough. You've always been good enough. You've always been worthy, but you believe it now. This is why this is coming through as powerful as it is. This is why it's happening in a mass way now, because a lot of people believe the affirmations that they say. I am worthy. I am loved. I am enough. I am safe. I am secure. I am trusting. I have faith. I follow through. Like the people that think that that's bullshit, you about to show them. We got to show the world the real you. You about to show them. The divine has always made you the example. And if you pay attention to your life, even if you felt like life wasn't fair for you, you have always been the exception to the rule. You've always been able to bypass things that other people, it would take them decades to get out of. It would take them lifetimes to repeat in order to get it right. You have always been able to surpass even your own expectations. Yeah, that's why the divine is saying, hold your vision. Don't lose your vision. Some of y'all, I'm telling you, the divine has been telling me for months now, find your dreams again. Sometimes you get so caught up in the spiritual warfare and the things that happen to you and you focusing on survival mode and how you can get past the bridge without being detected and all of this stuff. The divine is like, you stopped dreaming along the way. You stopped having vision along the way. You stopped seeing yourself as valuable along the way. You started letting people's negative projections tell you who I said you were. Find it again. Because it never went nowhere. It was just pressed down because of what other people decided to put on you. And as long as they can get you to believe it, that's the only power that they have. You notice how when you leave somebody alone that at first you felt like you were like having a death, by removing them from your energy, you get stronger the longer you stay away, because you already tell yourself you don't need what that person has to offer in order for you to be okay. Can I get a final message? Thank you. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Time for healing at the bottom of the deck. And at the back of the deck, the end of a tough cycle is approaching. You can take this message and do whatever you want to do with it. But for the people that this is for, you'll feel it. You'll know it. I'm not one of them people that's going to force it on you. But I'm going to tell you what the divine is telling me. And for whoever this message is for, this message is definitely for somebody that's been doing the work. This is for somebody that's been going through shit for a long periodically time. You've been going through it for a long time. You've been seeing envy on most corners where you felt like there should be love. And you've been going through like negativity that you feel like is unprovoked. You felt like I didn't even do shit. I'm just breathing in this bitch. It's your power. It's always been your power. And as long as we can get you to believe you have any, that takes away your worthiness and your worth. That's why the threat that Jafar had on Aladdin was, if I take that lamp away from you, you're nobody. Aladdin's test was to know that he was somebody regardless of if he had the power of a genie or not. You're worthy of somebody like Jasmine because it goes beyond status. It's love that brings it together, not what you have. And y'all are going to connect with somebody like that, who sees that about you and sees that about themselves. These divine connections, they're meant to come through. The success, it's meant to come through. The recognition is meant to come through. And now the divine is putting the enemy on notice. If you don't move out the way, I'll push you out the way. That's the message, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all alone for real, because I've been yapping for way too long. I don't know how y'all feel about these long messages, but I go into the divine and tell me to stop. So if you don't like it, then you don't like it. I love y'all so much. Don't forget, Patreon is 35% off if you are interested. I think I'm gonna do 24-hour same day readings for tomorrow. If I don't post it tonight, I'm gonna post it tomorrow morning. I'm more than likely gonna post it tonight, but it will be for tomorrow. So if you're interested, I will post it and you'll be able to sign up for it. And we'll go from there. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, that option will be available at a discounted price. I love y'all so much. I hope this was helpful. Keep doing what you're doing. And know that the divine has been taking notice of the progress that you've been making. Know that they have been paying attention to how you've been showing up. And know that what you're doing is working. Even if you think it's not. Even if you don't see the end results working. It's kicking butt. Regardless of if you know that or not. Okay? I love y'all so much. What up, Katrina? What up, Pam? What up, honey? Trying to see if there's anybody I missed. Is it Borden Entertainment? What up? Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all for y'all love, y'all comments, your shares, everything that you do to support your girl and the channel. It doesn't go unnoticed. And I will see y'all in the next one. What up, Marquis? Marquita? Is it Marquita? I can't tell how it's spelled. What up? You're welcome. Thank y'all for making it here. I feel like I'm seeing people that I haven't seen in a while in this bit. And some of y'all, you may be new. Welcome. Okay? I'll see y'all in the next one. I was gonna do TikTok, but this lasted too long, baby. I'm tired. I'm tired, baby. Okay. I posted 4 new readings over on Patreon as well, which are elemental readings, water signs, fire signs, air signs, earth signs, a message from those signs. So if you're interested in it, some people have already given their feedback. They really liked it the way I try to make sure I do the messages in a different way. To get whatever you need to get out of it. I've gotten some positive feedback from it. So if you want to check it out, the link for that is in the description box, as well as the coupon. The coupon is Queen777 if you want to get the discount to join Patreon. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one, okay? Same to you, self-love. Thank you for being here. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.